What's up? Welcome to Daily Refinement. In today's video, we're going to go over 4 things every single reseller needs. So let's get straight into the content. Number 1, a dedicated photo setup. If you have an area where you take photos, it's really going to help you get the photos down, which is a really integral part of reselling. So these pictures are from my Facebook group that I run with my colleague Tech and Sports. And this person only sells guitars. So you can see their setup is very wide. It's 8 feet wide. And it's designed specifically for guitars. Everyone's photo setup is going to be a little bit different. Gotta shout out Tim because he has a really cool setup that is for vertical flat lay for clothing, and also in front of it he has a Lazy Susan that he can take pictures of shoes, and he can take 12 pictures in about 30 seconds with his Lazy Susan setup. And as you can see, everyone's setup is a little bit different. You want to customize it so it works for you. A mixture of daylight and artificial light is going to produce the best pictures. It's difficult to always take pictures outside because of the sun is very unpredictable. I personally use only artificial light in my big store. For the store that I'm doing on the side, that store I'm doing with only the sunlight, but that store I can only take pictures really in the morning. So a dedicated photo area is really going to save you a lot of time, and this is part of my hashtag full setup in the group. So if you put up all the different sections of your eBay business, people can give you critiques and let you know what they like or don't like or what you can do to improve your setup. Once you have your photos, a listing station is maybe the most important station. This station has to be clean, clutter-free, and ready for you to get work done. I recommend that you don't have any distractions. You should probably charge your phone in a different room. Once you have your photos on your listing computer, get all your listings done. This is really, really important. Most people's listing stations are very messy, so it's very difficult to get work done. So once you have your photo station and your listing station, some people have a prep area. So this would be for shoe cleaning. You might have all your different cleaners, rags, brushes, everything in one specific place. You can see a lot of people do this out of their garage. So a prep center cleaning repair area is fantastic, and it should be right by the door. Items come in, they get cleaned right away, and that really helps also with keeping your workspace free of dirt. If you've been doing this for a while, the area where you store your inventory can get really dirty. So I try to minimize that by cleaning and prepping my items as soon as they enter as well. So this on the right is my shipping area. So I have all the different shipping mailers that I use above me. I have my monitor here, my scale, my printer, and actually inventory below me as well. I make use of every single square inch in my facility because it's expensive in California. But if you have a little bit more space and you live somewhere else, you can make a space that is more comfortable for whatever you want to do. So in our group, we've been sharing different photo setups from different people. This is me talking about where I prep my items. This is my photo station, all the supplies that I use. Here's one where we talk about inventory systems. This is somebody else's photo box. I personally love it when you have daylight and artificial light. It's just that it might make your store look inconsistent if you take pictures at different times of the day. Here we have somebody's listing station. For me, this is a little bit cluttered. I probably would want to make it a little bit more clean, but again, this is probably fine for getting work done as long as your smartphone is not in the picture. It's probably gonna serve you well. This is a setup for just cassette tapes. So depending on what you sell, your storage system is gonna look different. Here's a clothing prep pile from someone. This is talking about bagging items versus putting them on shelves. This is a really cool fixed camera setup. So depending on how much space you have and depending on what you actually sell, you can set up different things that make it easier for you. Again, you shouldn't just listen to YouTubers randomly. Make sure that whatever you're trying to implement actually makes sense for your specific setup. I really like rooms with natural lighting. So this is important to look at the max capacity. So this person's saying they have a max capacity of 450 shoes. In my facility right now, I have a capacity of 40,000 clothing items. So it really depends on what your space is, what you use your space for. And this is one of my favorite all-in-one rooms because you've got shoes organized here, clothing on one side, you have a shipping station. I prefer to stand because you get your work done as soon as possible and then take off. I like this step ladder right here. I actually think I should have a step ladder in each section of my facility, but I only have one. So I'm carrying it around each section, which is a bit taxing, but I love this room. It's super clean and neat and tidy and very inviting. I would want to work in this workspace. So this is an example of a death pile. These are unlisted items. So you can see going in the work and seeing this, you might like not be very motivated if you see all these items that are unlisted. So, but it's important to be honest with yourself. What does your space with unlisted items look like? Here is either a plush cellar or a toy cellar. And again, a lot of people use their garage. These are homemade shelves, which I love. So you want to customize whatever thing that you're doing for yourself. Personally, I love floor to ceiling because that's using every single square inch. This is the box system that I use. Somebody else is using it. You can adjust to whatever shape boxes you think fit your inventory best. Here's some racks. This is going over the workflow, which I enjoy. So make sure that when you're talking about your process, talk about how you actually work in it, and it will help people understand. Like this DIY shoe trees. Boots go on bottom. Here we have a space where pallet racks are about to go in. Here's a ready to list pile. Laptop and extra monitor. I actually only use one monitor to list, but you can have more than one. And I like having all the things that you need to do, like your promotion and markdown strategies, right there on the wall where you're working. And the moral support down here with the doggy, I 100% approve of having a dog if you need some company, because reselling is a lonely journey. Okay, here's another beautiful setup where it's by category. Shoes pre-boxed over here, clothing pre-bagged to the right. I really like this concept because they're ready to ship immediately. You can just print the label and go. Ready to be listed, and you can see shipping supplies stored above. This is the prep station before. This is a rack system. This is the vertical flat lay system. This is a prepping and bag station. This is the full setup all in one picture, which I love. So again, I recommend you guys join the Facebook group. There's over 1,000 people now that are sharing how to actually get better at reselling. So anyone can post, hey, go buy this rare G.I. Joe or this rare Barbie, but that's not really how you build an eBay business. That's just a BOLO group. So no offense to BOLO groups, but our group is just specifically designed to help you guys make more money. Look at this shipping station. It's epic. So this is a 12 by 6 by 6 box, which is actually the maximum cubic rate for the United States Postal Service. So understanding that this ships for 0.5 cubic feet instead of weight is really good for you, knowing that you could ship something that's 60 pounds in this box across the country, and it's like $15. So knowing that, actually I think it might be a little bit more, but I think it might be around $20. But knowing that you can ship by dimension versus weight is really useful if you sell those types of items. For me personally, since all of my items are under 2 pounds, I never really use boxes, but if you did, you would need to know. This is a fantastic shipping setup. It's just so clean, and you've got the tape gun right here, Scotch tape, shipping scale, Rollo printer. I have 2 Rollos and I love both of them. So I appreciate you guys. Please smash the like button. Email me your setup at chris@dailyrefinement.com. Join the Facebook group. Take care.